Hello Lakewood Ranch viewers. In today's video I want to talk to you about why it's so important to get a pre-home inspection before you put your house on the market so that when the buyers come along and the report is good or you have taken care of any of the deficiencies, you can share that report with them so that makes them feel more comfortable when they're ready to submit an offer. Hello, it's MarkBoehmig, Michael Saunders and Company, and in this channel, Living in Lakewood Ranch, we cover all the areas around Lakewood Ranch from Bradenton to Sarasota and Siesta Key up to Anna Maria Island. So today I wanted to talk to you about why it is so important to get a pre-home inspection. Right now I am under contract with a buyer on a house here in Lakewood Ranch. I think that the seller should have gotten a pre-home inspection and taken care of a lot of these deficiencies before they put it on the market, because that would have been a lot better process for them, because we have sent them quite an extensive list for them to deal with. And just remember, if these things are not taken care of and we fall out of contract, then the seller knows and they either have to disclose it or they're going to go ahead and fix it for the next person. So they may as well go ahead and get it taken care of ahead of time. So let me just tell you a few of the things that popped up on this report. Number one, they had rodents in the attic. Now, a lot of people freak out about rodents in the attic, and I get that, but it's very common here. They usually come off of the trees. They get access into the attic through one of the small openings, and it's really disconcerting for the buyers to know that the house that they want to buy has rats, basically. The second thing is that the sliding door track was not functioning properly. It was bent, so it was very difficult to open the sliding door, and the sliding door did not lock. These are things that could have been taken care of before they put their house on the market. The drain in the master tub didn't operate. There were broken outlets on the outside of the house, you know, the ones that have the plastic covers. That is a problem when it comes for insurance, because when you go to get a 4-point inspection, they check the electrical, and that wouldn't pass the 4-point. And it's very simple. It's a $3 or $4 box that could have been bought and put on even by the homeowner, not having to incur the cost of an electrician. The AC, they had problems with the AC, and it needed to be fixed. The pool remote didn't work. It was a simple battery that needed to go in the pool remote, and also the pool light didn't work, which was another battery issue. Those things could have been taken care of ahead of time. There was a problem with the heater on the pool pump. Now, this is very common because a lot of people here don't run the pool pump heaters very much. So when the heater goes out, the seller never knows it because they don't run it. And if they don't run it, then that shaft on the motor can get rusty, it can seize up, and now they don't have a pool heater. And of course, they didn't know about it, so they're either going to fix it, give a credit for it, or disclose that it doesn't work if this happens to fall out of contract. So there's things like that that can be handled ahead of time for a lot less cost, because now you're under a time frame. If you're closing in 30 days and they give you a list of about 10 or 15 items, and you're calling all these contractors, you're in a rush to get all this done, and it just makes it a lot more stressful on the entire transaction, not only for the sellers but for the buyers as well, wanting to know if everything is going to get taken care of. Now, if it doesn't all get taken care of during the time frame for the closing, then money can be held back in escrow at the closing until those items are taken care of, and so the proceeds will only be released after all the deficiencies have been taken care of that were agreed to in the repair request. Now, there's a couple of times that I suggest maybe you wouldn't do a pre-home inspection. That's if you have a brand new home and you're selling it right away and it's still under the builder's warranty, because the builder is going to be responsible for taking care of all of those items. And then the other time is, what if this falls into an estate? What if someone has passed away, now family members or a trustee has control over it, and they just want to get rid of the property? Well, that is a true as-is condition, and so usually that's handled by credits at closing, which takes away from the proceeds from the seller. There is one thing I have forgot. I went to edit this video and I wanted to pop back in and tell you, it doesn't matter how many home inspectors we get, they're all going to find something different. And if you think about it from the buyer's perspective, let's say the seller gets their home inspected, they get the items taken care of, and then the buyer gets their own home inspection on the same home, and that inspector finds something else. Well, that is typical because most inspectors want to be able to provide a service to the buyers, and if they came back and said there's nothing wrong with the house, then the buyer is going to actually wonder whether the home inspector did a very good job or not. But typically, the major items are going to be caught during the initial home inspection, whether it's cracked roof tiles, whether it happens to be a deficiency on the air conditioning unit, whether there's some double taps in the breaker box. So I just wanted to bring that to your attention. So I hope you got value out of this video, and if you're considering listing your house here in the Lakewood Ranch area, or you're looking to buy one, I'd be more than happy to help. Mark Boehmig, Michael Saunders and Company.